I don't know you. You don't know me.
No.
I need to figure out my next hairstyle, beard style, eye color, whatever.
Yeah.
Starting with, I think this is like 2000 and we'll call it 16. I was feeling okay. I had
Could have been yesterday, honestly.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I know.
Looks
I
really
still look
good.
pretty young. What do you think about this? We can go like a 1 to 10 scale.
I love royal purple as a color. I think it works really well with your complexion. I'm going to say 8.5. And I really like the chest hair.
Yeah, you're
Yep,
only
this
you're
is
going
a high
up
bar.
and down.
No,
Yeah.
I think, but I am setting the bar
this
high
is
with
before
this.
neck tattoos here. Also,
I think this is
True, yeah. Next.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Next, we got me.
Friday night.
2014.
Oh my God.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I played Elphaba, and that is, in fact, not my hair.
Oh
You
my
played
God.
Elphaba?
For Halloween.
Incredible. Did you defy gravity? Did you perform it? What did you do?
Wish.
Oh
wait,
my
wait.
God.
Is Elphaba, is that Wicked?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
good,
yes.
good.
Shout out Cynthia.
Unbelievable. Wait, Evan needs to rate you. Is it just me?
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
just you.
You're
Yeah,
the
not
one
me,
that I
no.
trust.
Oh my
this
God.
these are
Just for
zeros
living.
across the
Wow.
board.
I don't know whether to go higher or lower because of... I'm just going to go higher again. I'm going to say 8.8.
All
Oh,
right.
Jesus. Okay, I
Only
guess I
going
need to
down.
Turn green. Next, we got, this is actually recent, and it's a, what the fuck kind of faces am I making? Long hair, probably didn't cut it for at least like 6 months, and then some shitty 8 o'clock shadow. What do you think about this?
I don't think this is you. I don't think this is the essence of you. I'm going to say this version of you. Not to say that you are this, but I would say this version is like 6.5.
Okay,
I agree.
Not bad.
Some would not agree, but I do agree. Okay, next. This is directly
I think
after
it's
a manic
iconic.
episode. I really liked the hair and beard style before this, but I had a big issue in life, and I had to take it out on my own personal look.
Wow.
What do you think?
I think it's brilliant.
I would bring it. I think I might.
This
bring
is
it back.
this is art.
It is art.
This is art.
I'm gonna give it a 9.2. I'll
yeah.
just give you that for you.
Yeah.
Next, this is definitely me. Definitely not a face filter. It's me right now.
Looks great.
You have a lot of hair.
Really?
That's a plus. I mean, like,
That's
I
a
think
lot of
that's a
hair, yeah.
beautiful head of hair at that age.
Okay, I like that reaction.
Yeah.
So I think
And
I'm
like
just
the
gonna-
wrinkles are good.
Yeah,
7
I think
years.
maybe you could take down the beard a little bit. I don't think it really helps you at that age, you know. You could get it more defined around your jaw, and it'll make you look younger.
It does bring.
Yeah, it brings
the
you
facial
down.
features
It brings you down. So I'm gonna give that like a 7.3.
It's still not bad. This,
Dude.
I'm gonna be honest, this is one of my favorites. The
a good
beard
one.
is trimmed to perfection. The fade from beard, I'll give it a 10.
I like
but what
the
do you
tattoo.
think?
I'm gonna say 9.7.
Yeah, I would say
Shoo!
I want my next haircut like this cut. I think it's so
Do you
good.
want to know something?
Go ahead.
I
you
cut
did
my
that?
hair.
Yeah.
It's
so-
really
yeah,
listen.
so
it's
good.
it's really hard for me to give a 10. You know, I can give
That was
high
close.
numbers, but yeah.
Next, we have this mint green.
Yeah.
Where
this
are
is another
you?
manic episode. What do you think? I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna skip this. This is fucking horrible. Last but not least,
Oh my God.
going back
Cutie.
to the beginning. What do you think about this? Should I go back to when I was 2 years old?
And in like Laker colors, and I'm into
Lakers.
it. I'm gonna say 10. This is so cute. Fun.
Wow.
I mean, I just think it's adorable. I can't. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna give baby you anything
Yeah.
lower than a 10.
And I was gonna shit on this whole segment, but then you end on baby you. So let's just get to the show. Yeah. 10. Hi everyone, welcome to Manly Things,
Sort of.
podcast where we're talking about men's fashion. But today we're gonna do a little bit of men's fashion and
We've
a little bit
always
of men's
tied.
grooming.
Yeah, we've always tied the word grooming into
Yes.
our intro, and now
Finally.
it's finally coming to
I
fruition
know.
with.
Simone.
A real life.
I've always,
groomer.
you know what's funny is when I talk to people about you, I always just call you Simone Grooming because that's what your
Yeah.
handle is.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
know
that
what
your
your
last-
last name.
Well, that's what I
Was
thought
it
it was grooming.
Grooming, right?
Yeah.
Simone Grooming.
Wouldn't that be just such an amazing
Simone
coincidence?
Simone Lee Grooming, Leigh, right?
Yeah,
Simone,
right.
that's your middle name?
That
Yeah.
would have been great.
What is your last name, if you don't mind me saying?
So my last name is Friend, but it's spelled Frajnd. It's Swedish. and impossible.
Yeah,
So that's
tough.
why I just don't use it, because I don't want it to be mispronounced. But I just got married, and well, not just got married. Thank you. I'm no longer newlywed, but I'm in the process of changing my name, which is a nightmare. Can I cuss on this? Okay, it's a fucking nightmare. But I'm doing it. You have to start with Social Security. Then you have to do the DMV. Then you have to, then it's passports and all your credit cards. But you can't forget like the IRS and how you get paid. And it's wild. But anyway, my husband's last name is Kogen. Kogen. So I'm in the process, and I want your opinion.
Irish?
I don't know what to do.
Irish? What's his?
No, like no, like
Simone
Czech,
Kogen's
Croatian.
really
Simone
nice.
Kogen.
I like that. It has a nice little Simone Kogen. It's like
The truth is
nice.
that, and he always makes fun of me about this and our friends, because I feel like, what about like Simone Kogen? What if I changed the pronunciation? It's my name.
French.
I can
your
pronounce
name.
my name how Simone Kogen.
Okay,
Oh
now
no,
instead,
it's fine.
instead of
It's
grooming,
gonna be
you'll be
Kogen.
Kogen. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's fine. But Simone Frine Kogen is my name.
Amazing.
Beautiful. I
And-
love that name actually. And don't bash that Frine name. That's super
great,
fucking
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but to anybody, and it's still my middle name. I'm making my maiden name. I don't have a middle name. I wasn't born with a middle name. So
Is that
Frine,
a Swedish thing?
My parents just chose to do it. They just didn't give
That's
us a
really
middle name
cool.
because they knew, well, that's, very traditional, assuming that both of their girls were going to get married and then change their maiden name to their middle name. But it works for us.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I
Very
like it.
interesting.
Yeah, so
Sally,
it'll always be there.
Sally, what's your middle name? And what do you do?
Thank you
Everything,
very much.
yeah.
I almost forgot. My name is Sally John. That's my middle name.
Jon?
John.
John.
Thank you very much. Actually, Sally John.
Sally
Jawn.
Philly. What's up, Philly?
And I have a big announcement on next week's episode.
Oscars.
We'll be in touch.
Oscars
Okay.
What a tease.
What?
It wasn't about that anyway.
Oh, okay.
What are you wearing?
My name is Evan Simonich, celebrity.
Oh, I
menswear
forgot to introduce
stylist.
you.
Just your
We all
regular
know this by
typical-
now. Why do I have to keep
no,
introducing
we're
you?
gonna Still, introduce. Wrangler, Double RL. I have an old like Marlboro vintage shirt. There's like a snake on the back. It's kind of dope, but
I love that
It's nice.
faded black.
Yeah, thanks.
It's really beautiful.
I was influenced by this Dwayne Wade photo that's been going around on GQ where, yeah, I obsessed with it. But I'll get you that image. But Simone, I love what you're wearing.
Thank
I like
you.
the jewelry with the sweater and the boots and the jean. Yeah, it's all great.
These boots are paying homage to you. They're my Western style boots.
Yes.
Totem,
Cruella de Vil, if she was in the
totem. I don't
Western.
know how to pronounce it. Ammo jeans, frame, cashmere top. Jewelry's a mix. Should we go into that as well?
Yeah, please. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is my mother's actually it's just like a vintage gold chain and then a heart she got from Italy a long time
It's
ago.
so
And then
beautiful.
some of these are from my grandmother and yeah,
Beautiful.
just a bunch of different things.
My favorite part about your fit is the what is that called?
Unhemmed.
the-
not
You want
hemmed.
to stand
Unhemmed
up
the-
so we can see it if you don't
want me
mind?
to.
Yeah, it comes in the middle right here. Yeah.
Yeah!
Love that. Yeah.
Yeah, looking good. Yeah. No, I love the what is it called? Like a rough edge?
Yeah, rough edge, unhemmed, not hemmed.
So I have some
he
tricks.
knows
I have some
better. Why
tricks
are
for
you
this
asking
one.
me?
So you can there's two ways to go about this. You can actually like just straight up cut the jeans with scissors.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you layer them on both sides so like you're not like one's not longer than the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've always done
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
leg
know.
by
No,
leg.
definitely lay them across and get some good fabric scissors and do
and
that.
somebody else to hold them so it doesn't
Yeah, that
move
helps.
because it's been
Or if you want to, if like a pair of jeans is like maybe a little too short, then just get like a seam ripper from Joann's Fabrics and undo the seam of the jean and let it ruffle out. So then
Yeah.
it'll end up like that where it's like frayed a little bit.
You've done that with a few of your
I've done it with
pairs.
a
That
few of
looks
mine. Yeah, I
fucking
love
sick.
that. Yeah. Because it does add like maybe like a half an inch
Yeah.
or like a quarter of an inch to your jeans. Yeah.
smart.
Real quick,
I look great.
Pearl Snap
Yeah.
shirt. First off.
This is cool. When I was posting my fit every day for 1 year on TikTok, a vintage store in Portland, Oregon sent me
way.
a whole like suitcase full of clothing, vintage clothing.
That's awesome.
Shout out Moody Cowboy. You guys are fucking sick. This is from the
cool.
Moody Cowboy. It's from like the 1950s.
Moody Cowboy in Portland.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Tabby Cathy's, Double RL. I don't know.
So good.
Seegers.
Great. Victory
Brewing Company,
yeah,
baby.
and yeah, Frogtown, Golden Road. Yeah, we're trying to get beer sponsorships here, people. Anyways, thank you for being here, Simone.
Oh my God,
thank
I'm
you
so
so
excited.
much.
Of course.
I want to jump right into it.
Please.
I have to, because
The interview, Sally. The interview.
this is
Please kick in. Let's go.
This is so important to me because I've always thought of myself as like a sophisticated grooming specialist. I feel like I went to cosmetology school for like 10 years. I feel like I know everything that I'm talking about. However, I'm so insecure and scared to be sitting next to you now because I know that I've been doing everything wrong, especially from the intro. Looking at
That's impossible.
looking
You
at
have
how
beautiful skin.
Such good skin.
You don't have
because
any
I sweat
pores.
so much.
Yeah, I mean, you have great skin, so you're not doing anything wrong. People don't even do anything to their face, and they don't even wash it. They used like Dove soap or something ridiculous.
Parker said that last episode. He's like, yeah, I just used water.
No. He said he didn't even like say he washed his face with water. He was just like, I just drink water.
Yeah.
Drinking water key, but just not even doing anything, not even washing your face is disgusting.
Piggybacking off of that, because I know that I'm going to be able to get some very valuable tips and tricks.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I do want to start with hair because
Okay.
I shaved all my hair off because I stopped. Like I ran out of ideas to make my hair look better, and I could never find a suitable style or look to like last the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Here's what I was doing. I'll tell you what I was doing first. Okay. I was washing my hair, shampoo and conditioner, Shapiro MD. I was leaving the shampoo in for 3 minutes because that's what it said to do.
So long.
Shit.
Right? Doesn't
So
that feel
long.
like an eternity?
Wait, so how long was the conditioner in there
I can't
for?
do that.
So then the conditioner, it was 5 to 10 minutes.
It's impossible. It's
this
not
is all in
possible.
one
Damn it.
shower?
Holy shit, yeah.
So the shower.
I would turn the water off.
Really?
Yeah, and I would just stand there and I would.
It's so hard.
And then you would scroll your phone. That's where TikTok was involved.
Yeah, exactly. After that, I would do like once a week. I would do a curling mask.
Nice.
And I would leave that on for 15 minutes.
Okay.
I would get out of the shower. I would like scrunch dry, and then
Use or anything?
no,
or?
that's another issue. And then I just and then I just put a bunch of oily products.
Yeah.
So where do I start?
Again,
Let's make this a little general now because I feel like I'm just like this is therapy for me.
Totally.
Because I've suffered many years without
but you've
not
also
knowing.
experimented with your hair, and you've done such fun. You've played with color, and you've played with dimension, and you've played with, literally half and half. If we want to consider that something, I think it's brave, and I think it's fun, and ultimately the main goal is to have a healthy scalp. If you have a healthy scalp, you have healthy hair. Right? So you want to make sure that I think it's super important to be putting scalp serum in and that's just something you can do.
Is that like Rogaine? I put Rogaine in.
It's not Rogaine,
Okay,
but I
got it.
will.
Amazing.
But a brand that I actually love is called Harklinikin, and it is for hair regrowth, but they have a hair growth serum that's also just for a healthy scalp. That's phenomenal. A lot of brands just have scalp serums that are great, and you can just put them in at night before you go to bed or in the morning, and it doesn't really become oily. It's just something you can put in. But in regards to the shower, I have the same issue. I think washing your hair every other day, if you've been sweating or you've been working out, totally makes sense. I don't think you need to be washing your hair every single day unless for some, or most people don't wash their hair every day because of styling purposes, but like, is that the reason why you didn't wash your hair every day?
Right.
Yeah, right. I think that it's totally fine to wash your hair every other day or a couple times a week if you wanted to.
It probably helps with the scalp health, too.
Yes, absolutely.
Washing the hair, because it's interesting that you bring up that first. It's similar to a lot of like other foundational processes.
Of course.
You start from the ground
up.
And
like if your skin will be
that.
healthy from the inside out. Exactly.
I was starting from like the ends.
I know.
And going in.
But I would say ditch the big, hair mask inside the shower. Put a hair mask on outside, a leave-in conditioner. Put a leave-in conditioner when you get out of the shower. It hydrates your hair. It actually helps styles it. It gives it texture. So even after you've washed it, you can put in the hair mask and it's great. Oh, wow. And I think it's great.
Now I have to put a pin in this because it seems like you know exactly what you're talking about. And I just learned your name about 3 minutes ago in the beginning of this episode. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your history? I'm taking over this episode.
Yeah. So my name's Simone. I'm born and raised in LA.
You'll notice a lot of the people that I'm bringing here.
Born and raised in LA.
Yeah.
We connect. We bond. We have
as soon as you find that out, you're like, oh, you're built different.
It's just this something.
Yeah.
So born and raised in LA, grew up here, went to college in Boston, to Emerson College, and
shout out Emerson. Shout out Jenna Rogalski. I see you.
Studied theater there, which I think it served me really well. With theater, as you know, you learn to communicate, you learn how to listen and respond, and I think the most important thing also is you learn how to read a room, which is huge in my job, which I can get to later.
Thank you for not calling your outfit a costume, by the way, like Sally does sometimes.
I know. I often say my costume today is.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. I may steal that.
I still live in the theater.
Yeah, exactly. I took some, majoring in theater and whatnot in college. I took some stage makeup classes and whatnot, but nothing that inspired me or made me feel, I want to be doing this in any capacity. Stage makeup is obviously very different. But once I got out of college, I do. It's still
our
around.
good friend
What do you
Ben
mean?
Nye.
Oh my god! Of course, he's at every beauty supply store. He makes an appearance, always. But yeah, so once I graduated, I knew I wanted to do something, and I figured I would be doing something in entertainment because I feel like either you went to, you were going to be a doctor, or you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be something, or you're going to work in entertainment. I didn't know what factor or what avenue I wanted to go into. So I started interning at a lot of different agencies, and I found myself at a hair and makeup agency. And
was
I
this
had no
after
idea about
college?
it.
Sorry to keep
college,
interrupting.
but only like a year after college. So I was just interning and just trying to, and then got a job, and it was amazing because I was already really into skincare and skin health and cosmetics, not makeup necessarily, but just skin health and health in general. And I started, I didn't even know a groomer existed. I had no idea. I knew I wanted to do something with artists. I loved being creative. I loved collaborating with artists. I loved, bouncing off energy and just being in an environment that was filled with creative people. Because that's what I had done for the last 4 years, and I missed it. And so there was one day, the head agent there was a groomer needed an assistant, immediately. It was some type of crisis, and I was like, I'll do it. We have so much product in this office. Let me just gather stuff, create a kit, and throw me into the deep end. Yeah. And that's what happened. I was thrown into the deep end. Awesome. And what ended up happening, and it was sink or swim, and I swam, and I really enjoyed it. And that was in 2012, nice. I think. So, and at that point, taking on the skincare aspect of it was super easy. The cosmetics and gaining knowledge of what to use on the skin and how to use it, and lymphatic massaging even, and other aspects of that I knew and I learned really organically. But hair was something that didn't come as naturally to me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I need to do something about this. So I got my barber's license so I could cut hair and feel educated, when somebody came to me about it, and I could feel knowledgeable when I answered a question and feel confident.
Were you working both with men and women?
No.
Only men.
So only men.
So you jumped in right away working only with men?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's such a huge difference. First of all, makeup artists it's a whole different ball game. Like you see their eye makeup and it's such an artistry. Crazy, and it's so beautiful in the colors. I put makeup on men, and it's a really bad day for me if somebody thinks that man has makeup on.
Yeah,
okay?
Funny? Yeah,
like
great.
They are supposed to.
Yeah, that's so true.
If they should never look like they're wearing a thing unless it's intentional and they want it.
And what's funny is that we all know that they all are, but like,
yeah, it
has to come across as like, oh, he's like barely wearing anything, you know?
My goal as a groomer and to do the best job I can is to make my client look like they've had just an incredible night's rest. You know, that they woke up and they look rejuvenated and fresh and they just are super well rested.
That's a good way to put it.
That's what I want.
Do you focus on one particular part of grooming? Because I had no idea that there was a skincare aspect to grooming celebrities.
I think that's like the main part of it.
Fascinating. Do you prefer to do that over anything else?
Yeah, I love the skincare aspect of it, and I like makeup or applying concealer on men and getting the shading right and putting bronzer on men. I mean, they use everything.
You're all about the foundation, the scalp, the skincare.
Yes.
I appreciate that because I've never looked at it that way. I've always thought about it as like the surface and the end.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is that like you're not seeing some of your clients on like a daily basis. So to get into a routine, I've always like been built with like it has to be a routine. You have to do it every day. Yeah. So are you kind of coaching your clients on a daily basis, or like how do you go about teaching your clients about what to do with their skin? Or
I try. If there's something I feel like they can use, I give it to them. Okay. And I go, use this. Yeah. Use this, please.
And it's usually like advice like lay off the
harsh.
booze. Yeah. lay off the booze.
Do you need some electrolytes right now? Like, what do you need? I have them in my back pocket. So I try to push them in the direction, just slightly nudge them to where I think they need to be with their skincare routines. And the same goes for, looks on the red carpet and whatnot. I ultimately want to do only what the client is comfortable with. But if I really feel like something, they need to be moved in another direction, I try to influence them just a little bit. But yeah, the most important thing when I walk, like within the first 5 minutes of getting into a hotel room or house or wherever I am, God knows.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. I get eye gels on my client like immediately, even if they're like a child.
Is there a brand that you like a lot, or?
Yeah, there's so many that make good ones.
It's like a wrapper, like
eye gels in a wrapper.
I need a jar. So Patchology makes a jar.
What we should have done is have her bring her kit.
Yeah, and put
them on you, and
yes!
do some
I'm
stuff
upset.
on you.
You're coming back.
Yeah. Yes.
You're coming
Let
back.
me groom you.
Yeah. No, but it's literally just like it could be a patch or something that like.
So I like a really hydrating gel. I have very sensitive skin, and things can really make me not break out, but I can get a rash fairly quickly if something just doesn't sit right with me. And it needs to be like a specific consistency that I'll use. It has to be this almost gel-like, watery, very hydrating patch. And there's certain brands that just they're amazing brands, but it just doesn't work. And if it doesn't work on me, then I'm definitely not using it on a client, right?
Right. Okay.
So
you'll try out a lot of the stuff.
Not everything. Okay. My husband will definitely be a guinea pig
Oh,
sometimes.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I found out also that eye creams, which I think are incredible, and also I'll also list specific things that I think are really important for a man's skincare routine, and an eye cream I think is one of them. Just lightly putting it around the orbital bone. At night or in the morning, or both, ideally.
What for? Sorry.
So
we're rushing past.
No, this
all
is
this.
so good. This is all such good information.
It does sound really valuable, and I'm curious to know, like, why am I focusing on the orbital bone?
So this is
what is that?
It's all under your eye up to your brows.
It's
to where
that
your brow,
ridge.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So why do we focus on that?
Think about it. It's dark circles. It's puffiness. It's
like
draining
bags,
oxygen
like the bags
out. It's the bags under your eyes. It's getting them moisturized. The worst thing I see on somebody is like dry, dull skin. Like that's why immediately that's the worst. That's the worst. That's what I immediately try to alleviate. So the first thing I do is hydrate the under eyes, because especially if I'm putting concealer under the eyes, I do not want it to crease, right? I want it to be very hydrated, very stay in place. I want it to just look completely natural.
Things crease because they're dry.
Well, makeup creases regardless here sometimes, but your skin looks cracked when it's dry.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I even put like baby Aquaphor around my eyes. Like I put, I love baby Aquaphor. I love baby Aquaphor.
I had a guy.
You probably have a lot of it.
Tons of baby Aquaphor.
Yeah, you do.
Not only that, on the butt, on the face, it's all everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's multi-purpose. You can put it everywhere.
I had a client who, whenever he came to a shoot, to a press day, to a premiere, getting ready, whatever, the groomer would get a bowl of ice and water and
the
snorkel.
Oh, no way.
And he would get the snorkel in his mouth, face first, for maybe 4 minutes, and just like full on ice water face before he did anything.
I will say that's dope. Like like the day of my wedding, the morning of my wedding, the night before, like for my husband's name is David, I said, you get a big bowl of water from this hotel, and you tell them to fill it up to the brim with ice, and you stick your head in that ice water.
This sounds like this is like a really.
First of all, it's unbelievable for like a hangover or something. You feel so much better.
I think that's mainly what it was.
And it just tightens you. It tightens you up, and you just feel so good. You probably can't do it for more than. I mean, do it for a little bit, maybe a few times.
It's like a plunge. It's
great. It's like a plunge for your face. So definitely, that's fantastic. Love that. If you can do that, I highly recommend. I also love ice rollers. You know, on Amazon, you can buy like ice rollers for real cheap, and you just rub them around your eyes, your forehead, your chin, your neck area.
And just keep it like in the freezer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the handle you keep out, but the roller you keep in the freezer.
I've been gifted like ice rollers and those quartz rollers, but I'm so thankful that you're here, because you're answering questions that I've had for 10 fucking years. I think why do we need to freeze things? I guess to tighten your skin. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Actually, prime example. Feels really good. Wow, dude, you look 10 years younger.
It's really nice.
So the sleepless nights.
You can use both. You use 2 at a time and do a light massage. Honestly, it would feel so good.
So is this like putting cold things on your face? Is it to prevent having to get a horrible facelift or something? It just keeps things tight and secure? I think
it's a temporary solution to. It just brightens, it lifts, it firms. Cold, it's great.
I'll never get a better tip than this.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Now that you're saying that, I'm like, oh yeah, I do feel better after a nice ice plunge.
But I want to circle back, if that's okay, just to about the eye cream, because I was saying it's important to use it, but what I did find is that a lot of eye creams, even if they're incredible, will people's eyes are really sensitive. So you need to find one that works for you, because a lot of people will have some type of reaction to an eye cream, but I think that that's something that's very, very important.
Well, I think it's kind of the same kind of skin as like your butt.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's very sensitive.
Really, really. I mean, don't smack my butt or my eyes.
Yeah. Is there one thing coming from like this stylist and like celebrity aspect of things? One thing in your kit that every skin tone, everyone like you feel like needs. For your clients, is there something that you always use every day?
Serum.
Okay.
Like a hydrating serum. So like with those patches, like if they say no, I ask obviously before I slap them on somebody's face, and if they say no, it's fine. But then I'll just make sure to put extra serum under their eyes. And there's so many good serums out there that are ranging from all different price points. And there's ones that are clean. There are ones that aren't. There's such a range, and I'm happy to give you different brands and link them in below.
Yeah, hold that thought, because we're gonna I want to ask you. I'm restarting my skincare. I'm restarting my hair and beard care. At the end of the show, we're gonna you're going to list everything off for us and us, the audience, because I need this.
Well, the biggest thing is I want to know, like, when your client sits down, like, the first thing you do, second thing, third thing, fourth thing, fifth thing, like that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So first thing,
you can go quick with it. You can just like name like what. Like,
yeah. So first thing, eye patches. Second thing, facial serum. So whether it's an oil or a serum, but mostly just an all-around, all-purpose serum that hydrates, firms, smooths, rejuvenates. It does. Serums do magic, and if you're going to use one thing, just focus on a serum because it really is an all-in-one product, and it's incredible for a guy. Then while those are sinking in, I usually apply hand cream and make sure that that's sunken in. Then I use some type of very light anti-shine moisturizer, ideally, or just another moisturizer that I would mix with, that I know I'll mix with some light coverage. Mm-hmm. and eye drops, if they need eye drops at that time, I'll do a facial massage, eye cream. Then I'll start applying makeup if they need it. Oh, and obviously if they need trimming, that's
while that stuff is
something
kind
else.
of
Yes.
in,
That'll happen as well. Oh, one thing, please, like, never forget to trim your nose and ear hairs. Like that, I know that people see it like from a mile away, and that's what I look for. Like, I see it immediately when I look at somebody. And to all the men out there, don't forget it happens to you too.
I just did that this morning.
Same, honestly, because we knew that we were going to see you today.
Thank you. But I get in there. I'm not afraid. I mean, I just go right in, ears, nose, anything they need, because I hate that.
I'm glad we both did the nose trimmings and the groom, all that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for like putting you on the spot and making you my skincare therapist for a minute. God, you don't want to say that.
Keep me in
we'll have her back, and we'll literally do like.
I would love to.
Like, okay, like you're sitting in the chair. What's going to happen before an editorial shoot? That'd be a good idea.
An editorial versus an event. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some looks here, especially award season is wrapping up. This is the last week leading into Oscars, which we're very excited about.
It'll be a new year.
And what the fuck are we going to talk about?
I'm actually wearing that beautiful aubergine plum suit back there.
Aubergine? Oh, my God. Yeah. We're going to start off with some of the looks that you brought to the table. We had you do some homework. And the first we're going to start off with is David Oyelowo in this beautiful chocolate brown tuxedo, double-breasted.
This was one of our favorites, right?
Yeah, all monochromatic.
Love it.
Brown suit, shirt, tie, shoes, everything. Why did you feel to send me this look?
I just thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
He looks beautiful.
Are you looking?
Everything.
I have to clarify something.
Skin and
you sent
clothes.
So you sent these images with the whole picture, right?
Yes.
Well, when I give her like the prompt for her homework, I was like, send me stuff that you would like talk about, like you've noticed over the past month and a half or 2 months, especially like grooming wise. And then she kept on sending these looks, and I was like, wait, maybe she didn't understand. Like, and then I was like, are you going to talk about grooming? And she was like, yes. Because even with this one, he looks so good. He, like, face, hair, all that stuff looks so good.
His skin looks beautiful. He doesn't look he doesn't look dry or too matted, or like there's too much powder on him. It looks like there's a little bit of shine. His skin looks, I don't want to say like elastine or there's collagen, but it just looks good. He looks great.
He looks so much better without like sometimes he rocks like either be the mustache or a goatee or a beard.
Yeah,
I
just think
clean shaven.
Yeah. What's another word for that? Like his face, like not a, like the.
Well,
Yeah.
Here's what I was about to say. I don't know if this is like, again, I don't know shit about skincare, but
or anything. What?
His skin, the shine on his skin shines the same as his satin lapels.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Amazing.
I was excited when she started sending me some of these images. I was like, Evan's bitter moment or Evan's bitter segment. We'll figure out. I've worked probably 3 or 4 times with David Oyelowo, and he's a tremendous actor, lovely to be around. and his team just takes advantage of. Like, it's all free shit, like free editorials,
so much, all the time.
and I'm like, yo, I'm ready for whatever you want to bring. And he's done great things, and
Yeah.
I'll never like shame him for anything, but like he always like looks good. Yeah,
He looks great.
Whoever he uses.
And particularly this
this
look.
is great. Yeah.
This is the one I loved. Oh, this is Lee Sung-jin, which is also, just call him Sunny. So he goes by Sunny.
Okay.
Sunny Lee.
Yeah.
He's the creator of Beef.
Literally
Sally,
my
did you-
favorite fucking show.
Yeah,
Sally,
it's
do you watch
amazing.
You finished it?
Of course.
So
yes.
good. He usually works with this incredible groomer named Sonia Lee, who's beyond.
So
but when
good,
she's
yeah.
not available, he works with me, and he just takes so many fun risks, and his hair is always so fun. He's dyed it a la Sally many a times.
I've loved his hair this award season.
Oh, yeah.
He's
But
looked
before he
so
always does,
good.
sometimes it's like pink, but he's toned it down for the big award shows. But
Interesting.
he has sort of it's almost like a faux hawk situation.
Yeah, that's what I can see. Totally.
and-
It's like this is why am I making this up? A reverse mullet.
Yeah,
it's
is.
like longer in the
That's
front, shorter
exactly.
in the back, but it's still a
Thank
little
you.
faux hawk.
Yes, and it's great. He just has, you can play with it, and there's so much of it, and he's awesome.
Have you done?
And I love
looks?
his shirts, his shoes also in these looks. So I didn't work on
The
this one, but I worked on
tabbies,
another
the
one. Yeah,
tabby
exactly.
patties.
Yes.
You know,
So he's wearing those
all
in another
award
one.
season, I feel like he's been wearing more
He
yellow
has.
shoes.
He has been.
Not at the independent
Spirit Awards.
Awards. He was
that's-
not wearing tabbies.
That's the
Oh
Independent
shit!
Spirit
I meant the other one.
Award. The bigger
The other one, yeah,
those
he was
fine.
wearing sneakers in the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Sorry. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
In the next photo,
Is
yeah.
it funky when someone's wears glasses? Does that adjust what you do for their eyes at all?
Yes, definitely. Oh, also, I always carry a lens wipe with me. I give them a lens wipe to go.
So it doesn't like, okay, he's wearing glasses. I don't need to do anything around his orbital bones.
I
at all.
still do it.
Okay.
I still do it. My concern, though, is if he takes off his glasses at some point and then there's an indent or makeup. So there's definitely that discussion happens for sure.
Great.
And yeah.
So going into his next photo, if I can get going into the next
fun.
photo,
Look at
my
that.
my
He did
first
such a good job.
question.
Like
Fun.
whoever styled him did a really good job
Yeah.
having fun with everything they did.
She's good.
My question, speaking of fun, is what do you do with, because you're two separate entities, the stylist and the groomer, makeup artist, whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean whatever. No disrespect.
Damn.
No disrespect.
Shit.
Shaming.
Do you work with the stylist to make the hair and makeup match the fit? Do you come separately with two separate ideas and collaborate, or what is your method?
Absolutely. I think it's definitely a joint effort, especially if the stylist comes with an idea, because most of the time the outfit will be planned well before that, and the stylist may have an idea of what kind of look they want, and I want to make that happen because for the most part they've already reiterated that to the client, right? They've already said, let's maybe do this look, or we want something messy, we want something very slicked back, and there's so many different avenues that the stylist may want to take, but I just try to just make both of them happy, really.
Is there one that's more important than the other, or is it
Stylist.
sort of like, hold on,
Duh.
whoa?
You do have a stylist right here if you wanted to ask any questions there.
Yeah, but if you look, but the clothes,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
kind
ahead.
of with.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Yeah,
if you look like
I'm with
shit
her.
and your hair's a mess and you have sunken in eyes and you just look like a shell of yourself, then the clothes don't
They do.
shine.
You're right.
So you need both.
But I will say, in terms of like an award season situation like this, usually like at a fitting, you're trying to like stage them in the sense, okay, you're gonna wear this for independent film,
Yeah.
this for critics, this for Golden Globes. So it almost, I'm not saying it makes your job easier, but I'm saying like,
Oh, for sure.
like
Yeah.
he's gonna wear this purple suit for Globes. Have fun, do whatever you want to do with that, you know.
Well, this is the perfect example because I
Collaborative,
think
yeah.
I know what the next slide is, and I'll tell you a story. So this is young Mazzino. He's also in Beef.
loved
Yeah.
it. He was so
He's
funny.
great.
You know, this was his first ever acting.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
And now he's in The Last of Us.
No shit.
Like season 2, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen season 1. I have to
Amazing.
watch season 1.
You
Okay.
you have to watch season
Don't tell me.
1.
Don't spoil it.
Okay. Benny, this is a prime example. So he worked with another groomer for this. This was the Emmys, and I knew that he was going to do a slicked back look that was paired with this outfit, and specifically, I wanted to do something different for the night before, which was the Critics' Choice Awards. So I love this look, by the way. I think that's so beautiful. I think it's probably, I don't know, what is it, custom Prada something? I don't know.
Yeah, something like Givenchy or something
I don't know.
like that. Yeah.
But if you go to that, so you can see his hair is slicked back and it's very out of his face, which is, I think it really works well with this outfit. But if you go to the next slide, like if you go down, so this was the Critics' Choice Awards. So I groomed him for this.
Ooh. Hold on. This is my favorite part of the show. When you say I did this, I love this shit. Yeah. Tell me, what's the psychology?
Yeah. So there was a lot of different conversations, actually. And we went through like 3 different hair choices before we decided on this. We were going to do like a middle part that gave sort of 90s teen, like that heartthrob vibe. Okay. Then there was an option of
he would look great with that.
Of slicking it back more and just having it be just very loose but out of his face. And then there was enough product in his hair where it wasn't frizzy at all and it was still texturized. And you can't, in other shots that are a little further or that are closer, you can see the separation in his hair. I wish you could see it a little bit more, and that's just me being overly picky. But I wanted it loose and messy. It was the Critics' Choice Awards. It wasn't the Emmys. It wasn't the Golden Globes. It wasn't. I wanted him to I wanted it to be a little more casual.
Do you?
And I think that's the. No. I don't mean to interrupt you.
I don't mean to interrupt. Do you have to have a specific quality of hair for it to be like separated and stringy but still look good? Because
all hair
with my curly hair, I've always wanted growing up, I've always wanted my hair to look wet, and I never realized that means your hair is oily and you got to wash it. But what I really thought, what I really meant was, I want my hair to be in pieces, and I want there to be like layers, and I want it to be separated. I was never able to do that with curly hair. So do you have to have a specific kind of hair in order to have that look?
I mean, yes and no. I think it's a complicated question. I think at least with curls, let's say, if you use a great curl cream and a diffuser, you won't have frizz. It'll look great. And you can get separation. And but are you saying you want to pin it down in front of your face and have it be sticking like it's super wet? I'm not a huge fan of the ultra wet look and shine. I do like something that's a little more, not mattified, but just natural. Yeah. Because I think, again, the way you get wet is oil. Mm-hmm. A ton of oil. And I don't want, I think it weighs down. Oil ultimately weighs down the hair. Unless you're specifically trying to just take little bits and remove flyaways.
Circling back to my original segment of me exposing myself to you. I think that was my issue.
Don't say that.
I put
Don't
too
cut
much.
That.
Sorry.
Did not
Yikes.
happen. Yeah.
I put too much oil in my hair, and it always weighed it down. Whereas I really wanted it to go.
It also probably changed the pH levels in your hair, and sometimes it would feel if you put too much coconut oil in your hair. There was a period of time where I was putting so much coconut oil in my hair because the person who does my color was like, "Oh, it's dry back here. You need to put just put a ton of coconut oil." And I would put so much, and there was a certain point, even though it was so clean, it just felt oily. It was horrible, and it took me weeks to realize what it was, because I just didn't put it together that it was actually the oil, because I didn't believe it was the oil that was supposed to be so beneficial was screwing up the pH levels of my hair and actually changing the texture in a specific spot.
Interesting. So, I put so much oil in my hair I could have ran a fucking auto shop. Anyway, who's this guy?
I just love him.
I
haven't worked with him, but I just think he's so great. and I think
this
he
was
looks
one of
so
Evan's
clean.
favorite.
We
looks.
talked
So
about this. Yeah, I loved.
So we
I,
had that in common. That's nice.
because I think color wise, I thought Michael Fisher did such a good job. And shout out, I mean, Amanda Lim did Young Mazzino.
Great job
for the previous looks over there. I thought he did a great job with Kieran. He's small and like he's able to wear samples, and I think that he wears them very well. And he's got that straight, luckily like white guy straight hair that can you need a slick back or.
I wish. I've always wanted that
all
straight
men
white
want
guy
that
hair.
straight white guy hair. I mean, I want that. Like it's so beautiful.
He's always had like a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow too, which helps a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, this look was crazy. I love the shirt. I think it was Prada, but
so good.
It had like a priestly element to it with like the button up all the way. Go ahead. Oh yeah, beer. Yeah. What did you like about this grooming wise?
I think his hair looks great. It just looks so clean. And he just looks so put together. I love his beard. I think that it's more than a 5 o'clock shadow. It's slightly more than that.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, trimmed to perfection. I think his skin looks great. I love the look he's giving.
Question.
I just think he looks great. I admire the work.
This is what everyone is thinking right now. You said trimmed to perfection, talking about his beard. Do you ever fill it in with like makeup?
This is great.
Because no,
Or
come
yes.
like a combing
I got
thing?
look
Okay.
at this. Zoom in. I have patches all over this shit.
So to answer your question, absolutely. I fill in beards all the time. I
What do
use
you
an
use?
eyebrow palette, like the Anastasia eyebrow palette, if I need to color.
Shout out Anastasia eyebrow palette.
I need to. A lot of the time, if the beard is more filled in and it's mostly gray, a lot of the clients will want me to fill in a little bit more to manage the color and take away some of the gray. But I always encourage to make sure that it's not too much. Gray's sexy on men. Leave it, allow it to happen. I think it looks great. And
do you know Parker York Smith?
No.
You just said gray is sexy. He was our last guest. He's full gray, and it's
crazy.
Gray is sexy.
Yeah.
It is. But yes, I think that it's a lot of the time we'll fill in gaps. I think that's super crucial. And again, just talking about overall health, skin health under the beard. Just because you have a beard, just because you have stubble, you need to make sure that you're really getting in there, exfoliating the dead skin underneath. Men who are clean shaven sort of already have an advantage because by shaving their face every day or how often, they're basically like just removing those dead skin cells over and over and over again. That's why a lot of the skin for men around here is very clean and it looks great. But I was listening to another prior episode and you were saying that you never changed your razors. And so I will say that if you do not change your razors, then you will not get the exfoliation that I'm referring to.
Those 13-year-old kids out there.
But just circling back.
You're bleeping.
Called you out so bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but you still need to change your razors and make sure that you're doing in order to get the optimal outcome.
Clean.
Though I started out this episode like kind of not knowing anything, I will say that knowing that I can grow a nice beard, I've seen people in my young life with dandruff in their beard. That's horrible. And I always knew that I had to like get all the way in there. And I've never had that issue, and I'm so thankful.
Beard balms, beard oils, beard waxes, conditioners, shampoo, anything, exfoliators. Just make sure you get in there and just give the skin and your beard some TLC.
But even you said like the clean shaven, like you're getting rid of the dead skin, all that stuff. But what do you, like for those who are shaving every day, what are you putting on that skin that helps with that? Like,
you put aftershave on afterwards, toner, moisturizers that don't clog the pores.
What do all them do? Yeah, I mean,
I'm
shaving
not,
is a pretty
I'm not
traumatic
that. I couldn't tell you like
wait, you're not a scientist?
I'm not an esthetician yet. I'm debating getting my esthetician's license, and I feel like maybe it would be beneficial. But
barber's license.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We will get to a whole list of things that we need let's get on to the next
yes.
image.
But this, I thought, I really liked this look also.
A quick passerby. Next image.
Wait, no, you had something to break down on him?
Yeah, we did. It wasn't this one though. It was another one. It was another one. It wasn't this one.
So I might have gotten rid of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hair was like a little looser
like,
on the one. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine though. Yeah. Past lives right here.
Yeah, and so I worked on John Majaro for this, and I think he looks great. I love his look.
Past lives. Who is he? Oh, was he the husband?
He was the husband.
Yeah, I know his hair.
What's his name?
John Majaro.
John Majaro. Oh, you just said that.
Yeah.
John Majaro. Beautiful beard. I have a question.
Beautiful man, just such a good actor and
so
great.
good.
Yeah.
This is I'm embarrassing myself so much in this episode. Do you see this? Where the mouse is?
Yes.
Do you trim those little side areas to have the soul patch be separated from the beard? Because the hair on my face it's all there.
So it covers you
and
up.
I always try to trim.
No, I didn't. I definitely
She
didn't.
wait, hold on. She said
no. There's no hair coming in.
Don't do that.
There's no hair coming in on him there. I think it's just like almost like a bald spot, like isn't it?
I didn't.
But isn't that more desirable for a beard? Don't you want that separation? Am I getting really deep with this?
No, I'm trying to.
grooming
I
thing?
I
feel like I'm losing my identity.
I know. I feel like I'm trying to dissect these, and like it's all actually honestly like helping me think about it and like trace my memory back to like all these beards and really try to think of if it
is it a
standard?
Is it like I how like what's something that I can think about?
I
a
think
widow's peak. Isn't a widow's peak like
attractive
I think it's
and
manly?
Like a flavor saver.
There's definitely still I think there's definitely hair still there, but I do see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about.
There's no way he's trimming that on his own.
I'm not. I didn't do that much, to be honest. I didn't do that. Like I didn't trim that much with him. I think like normally I would have the neck just go up a little bit higher, but I'm not sure if it was for a role or what it was for, to be honest. I don't remember. But we just shaped it. We just shaped it and made sure that it was tamed. So put beard balm, beard oil, made sure that the mustache was trimmed properly, nose hairs again, everything, but he doesn't need much. He's a great face.
If he's walking in like that, like are you like asking if he can do a fade, or like can you like, if he was like, hey, can you just like fade me up, like are you how are you with cutting hair like that?
I can give a fade. Okay. But it's not going to take me 15 minutes. Like, it's not going to take me 15 minutes, you know?
I can do a fade in 15 minutes.
Really?
On myself.
Do you want to assist me? Honestly, I can just have you come with me, and then we can just be a two-team.
I will sit right here. I will get haircuts from both of you, please.
I would.
At any point
That's not to say I can't do it. I think I can.
You do one side, I'll do the other side.
Honestly.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that deal. Yeah,
I would do that.
Should we go to the next slide?
Yeah,
next slide.
I love
this was a great look.
This show
from the SAGs,
Lupin.
Lupin. I didn't realize how famous he was.
Oh my god!
And how huge he was.
He's huge. He's huge.
And he's incredible.
In Europe,
he's so good.
He's big.
Yeah, but I had no idea. He's lovely.
What's the deal with this? What do you like about it?
I speak a little bit of French, and so I was trying to I was trying to get in there with him, but it's hard when people speak so fast in another language, all of my knowledge goes away, and I go, never mind, okay, because I have a European passport, and I was talking to him about that, and if he ever needs me to fly to Europe, I don't have to pay no taxes.
What's funny is you have to sneak that
it's not illegal.
Yeah,
it's not illegal for me to work in Europe. By all means, let's
go. And for any new client, you're like, hey, very nice to meet you. I'll whatever you need, I'll be there. Whatever you need,
don't worry.
I'll be there.
Let's do the Cannes Film Festival, no problem. Let's go.
Exactly.
I'll be there. But he had a barber come separately who was getting him ready. His personal barber was getting him ready. This also is a thing when a barber and a groomer are working together at the same time. So many. And it's not the barber's fault. This is just what happens. So many little hairs get all over.
Everywhere.
And I can't start my job until all of those hairs are gone off the face. And a lot of the time, they'll want me to start, and I'll be in the process of it, or I'll have eye patches on and serum on. Meanwhile, all these little hairs are like just sticking.
Yeah.
So I have to just have I'm like, go into the bathroom, clean slate.
Yeah.
Exfoliate, wash, and this happens with
And that's after
so many clients. I've
be
just
done with it.
that have just come from a haircut and just are expecting that, haven't showered or washed their face. If you get a haircut or are getting a haircut or a facial trim, you need to wash your face afterwards, because there are going to be little hairs. And I use a beauty blender and I use a sponge, and if all those little hairs are like collecting on my sponge, it's not fun. Which is fine that it's not fun for me, but it's just really not necessary.
Fellas, you hear that? Take
Wash
a
your
fucking
face
shower
after you get a haircut, or don't go to an event like fresh out of a haircut without having washed your face.
No, yeah.
You know, so, but he's lovely and beautiful.
With that though, coming from the stylist perspective, with like skin tones and some of the guys that you work with, white collars, and any sort of makeup that you're going to put around the neck or the chin or whatnot. Are you doing that after the shirt is on?
Anything. So this, I will always ask them to be wearing some type of shirt that they don't have to pull over their head.
Yeah.
But he was not wearing, when I groomed him, he was not wearing the shirt. For the most part, especially when the neck is, if it's even risking being high, I do not put makeup on the neck. Okay. I just don't.
Yeah, there's no reason to really.
Unless there's a real reason. I will spot conceal if for some reason there's something on a neck, but no. I think years ago I had an experience where actually a client, this was not my fault, but a client was rolling around with dogs at like a festival, like a Toronto film festival. They have a suite where you roll around with like baby puppies.
There's like interviews with puppies.
Yeah, with puppies. It's like people or something.
Zendaya just did one that was great.
Yeah. And he was rolling around on the ground with these dogs, and there was makeup that got on his collar, and
the stylist was like,
it wasn't good. The publicist wasn't happy. That's like it wasn't good. But I'm also like,
I mean, how can you?
I get that rolling around on the ground with puppies is irresistible. I do, but that's why now. Listen, I've learned my lesson. I always have shout wipes with me.
Yeah.
Like always have shout wipes.
Yeah, especially when dogs are around. Yeah, easily.
It's best.
So now what we'll do is we'll go through looks, especially over the past couple of weeks. We missed SAG Awards. We missed the Independent Spirit Awards.
Yeah.
First time I've ever heard of that.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is on Saturday I was like with my family and we were watching some basketball game and I was like, wait, why are the SAG Awards going on a Saturday? And it was because Independent was on Sunday. So.
And the SAG Awards were on Netflix.
Yeah. Which
so
actually,
weird.
I kind of helped watching them. That's just on my end.
Just a little weird.
But yeah, with Oscars ahead in a week, let's break down a couple. Let's go quick. Bing, bang, boom. Here we go.
Right. I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah, who is this guy?
This is Gavin Casaleño.
Okay, Gavin.
He's wearing
What's up, Gav?
He's wearing something in pinstripe.
It's his dad's suit in pinstripe.
But
shoes.
I have really nothing to say about this because I know nothing about it except for I would wear this anyway.
It would fit you because it's just too big on him.
Are you
not in a bad way?
Moving on. Yeah. Then we have Billie Eilish, who wore this really cool Gucci.
I want to say it might be Valentino. I'm seeing a really Valentino cool logo on the
Valentino.
Jacket.
Oh, okay. You said I think it might be Valentino. There's a Valentino logo
maybe,
on the jacket.
Maybe.
This is really cool, and this like sort of Men in Black like trucker jacket look has been really in this awards season, especially with like bomber jackets too.
Simone, do you like these or no?
I liked it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just ripping through these like they're my
no, it's fine. I love
looks
this.
rankings.
Charles
this
Melton.
is horrible. First of all, I think the worst part is his fucking hair. Tell me about it. Do you like it?
He has incredible hair. His whole award season has been
this is good hair.
Every look is different hair.
I like the hair. I think that I don't know if it works super well. I don't know which hair would work best with this outfit. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think that's a good call.
It's almost like a naval outfit. Like,
yeah, I'm a little confused. Yeah, but the
She said I'm a little confused.
But I think when I zoom into his hair, because I end up like looking very closely at it, I do like the texture that's in front. I'm taking the positives out of what's there, and I think that I like the texture. There's no frizz at all. There's nice definition in the curls. So, and he's a model, so he looks good.
Evan, your thought on the fit?
I just think that I love Samantha McMillan, my best boss in the world. You're giving this Louis Vuitton look, and you got to do what you got with it. And so they landed on it, and
I like the
it's
top
not great.
half.
I think it's more of a Louis Vuitton issue rather than a Samantha McMillan issue, if that makes sense.
Samantha, there's nothing wrong with you.
No, she did fine. It's just not a great. Like, you can't make khakis work like that. Like, it's a pleated khaki, ain't gonna work.
Take off the jacket, maybe it would work.
Oh, yeah, but then you're like an Office Space. You're Dwight.
True.
You know.
This I love. I love.
He's
first of all,
so cool.
His look is so unique, so spectacular. You'll never see anybody like it ever again. And then he just threw on this red ass suit, and no one else could pull off something like this. He looks so good.
Yeah, this is Anthony Kerrigan from Barry. In a bright red suit.
Also, Superman. Also,
oh yeah, he's in Superman. You're right.
Is he Lex Luthor?
No, I don't know what he's playing.
Some guy.
He should be.
No, Nick Holt is playing.
Oh.
Speaking of grooming, what would you do with a guy like him? So tell me about it.
I've actually groomed him before.
He's so interesting and so unique.
He has such beautiful skin too. It's so beautiful.
Is there anything different in his routine?
No. I hydrate it just the same way. I put the same moisturizer on, under eye cream, lip balm, powder.
He's beautiful.
His head,
you
need to make sure
beautiful skin.
He's on. And have you seen? He's so beautiful. Have you
Where's
also
he
seen
from?
photos? Have you also seen photos of him when, like, before he shaved his head from alopecia? Like,
no.
It's just it's so interesting because he's just as beautiful as he is now. Did a different way. He's beautiful.
Does he have
has
accent?
like swag.
Like that accent.
There's something very attractive.
Does he speak like that or
no?
He's from Connecticut.
No, he's from
Really?
here.
So he's like
he's American.
What?
Yeah, he's American.
No.
He just did that accent so well.
I know
in
this
Barry.
is weird to say, but he also gives me when I met him, he gives me sort of this like John Mayer energy. I don't know how to describe it. There's something very
BZE?
Yeah, there's
He's
this very
iconic then.
He's
Go ahead. Okay. All right.
This,
Maddie Matheson. Here we go.
Purely for the mustache.
Yeah, Maddie Matheson, especially for a chef, a big dude.
Yeah.
He always does the slick back. I love the tattoos. Tattoos with a tuxedo and a suit, I think, always look really good.
I think this is the best he's ever looked.
Yeah.
Do you have any clients with face tattoos or neck tattoos?
I have groomed people.
What do you
I
do
wouldn't
with
call them
that?
my clients necessarily because I've only worked with them like once or twice, but luckily it was for a photo shoot where we could let them fly and let them be exposed, and it was totally fine. They're on their face, and it's interesting to me how these people with face tattoos are working so in movies, and they just constantly have to have.
Do you ever ask like, "Hey, do you want me to do we take the face tattoo off, or do you want me to keep the face tattoo?"
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Can you wait? Can you name anybody that has a face tattoo that we wouldn't know has a face tattoo?
No, I think you'd know.
Okay,
I think you'd know that they had a face tattoo.
Justin
Malone.
Bieber.
Oh. We're fine.
Lost my.
Oh, good one. This is a good one.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this is Glenn Powell at the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Beautiful.
I chose this one. I liked it. So what I liked about this look, I like the idea of it. Brown shirt. He's wearing a brown tuxedo jacket, black lapel, black pants, and shoes. The shirt is just not matching correctly with the jacket. And I wish he would have buttoned the jacket. Again, this is probably Warren Alfie Baker who styled him, being like, dude, why didn't you button the jacket? But like little things like that, you can't control. But I wish that the color would have matched properly. Something's a little bit off, but I do think this was a very strong look. but could have been a little bit better.
I don't like the watch either. I think that I can't tell if it's a like silver or platinum body or if it's like a gunmetal body, but I wish it were either like a full matte black watch.
Go all black with the
or like just a complete silver. I don't know, something that doesn't have as many like accents to it. I didn't like this at all. Sorry. Yeah. I know that we like this guy, Glenn Powell, but I didn't like the fit.
Twisters coming out in
Shout
July.
out Twisters. Twisters. In,
like the remake?
Yeah, Twisters, yeah.
The
with
remake?
Anthony Ramos.
And David Corenswet.
Yeah. I hear it's going to suck because of that guy.
It's going to be awful, yeah. David unfortunately ruins it, but it's fine.
You mean the Helen Hunt and...
Yeah, so Twister.
Twister.
Check out the trailer. It does look really fucking good.
Oh, so it's Twisters.
Yeah.
That was a scary movie. I remember when that came out.
Yeah, with the brick.
That was very intense.
My mother's favorite
the Eye of the
movie,
Storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would love to talk to you guys about movies, but that's fine.
Done.
Another time.
Wait, movie podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so with this one, I wanted to pair Jeremy Allen White's SAG Awards one with this one. I actually thought Sessa did it better. The all white look. Jeremy Allen White does all white.
His hair in this is amazing.
Right, yeah. Casey did a very good job.
The way Casey, like, particularly in this look, the way she like kept the volume with the curls and all the definition is amazing. And I think this is his best look.
Yeah.
Like, the volume of the curls in front was fantastic.
So you're saying that Dominic Sessa did it better than Jeremy Allen White?
The reason why I'm saying that is the all white is incredible. Tiffany and Co. Accessories, all that stuff is beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. But what I love about, I don't like the black shoes. So like, if you look at the button on the suit, how it's like an off-white, like a brown thing, I wish the shoes were a little bit brown. The black, like, or almost say he's wearing like blocks on his feet. So Dominic Sessa does this white suit, but he's wearing a brown shoe because the shirt's like almost like a see-through kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're like a lighter brown. So I just feel like if he would have gone with like a browner vibe to it, I thought it would be better. I mean, that is like picking at like the smallest thing. He looks so good here. Everything fits gorgeous. So well. All white suit, all white shirt. I'm just
you sound
grasping.
Horrible.
I know.
I'm gonna take over.
I'm sorry. We've been talking too much. Honestly,
I completely disagree with you.
Really?
I completely disagree with you because Jeremy Allen White's look is like so classic and old Hollywood, and the black shoes are the reason why.
They're like dancing shoes. To me, it doesn't like.
All they had back then were black shoes.
All that
really.
Jazz.
So this is so fucking beautiful. I do wish that he had. We're really into red and brooches.
Yeah, the brooch on this is beautiful.
I haven't seen it.
It's great. Again, Tiffany did all the accessories.
Really
It's great. Yeah.
I like Jeremy Allen White's
Saint Laurent suit. Yeah.
Much better than Dominic Sessa. I think that this is too.
What's crazy is that both
Saturday Night Fever,
but both of them are custom Saint Laurent. So like imagine if like Jeremy Allen White would have gone with that suit. Like they could have been like opposite.
I would have. Wow, that's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have preferred the opposite. Dominic Sessa would have looked sick in this.
Oh, with
Jeremy
the see-through?
Allen, but Jeremy Allen White already
in
did this. Are we at 15 minutes yet? Shit.
No, yeah, he would. Yeah, he did all this. Great. Coming to the close on some of these last ones. Oh God. This is so good.
I disagree. It's so bad.
This is so good.
Boring.
Okay, so this is Cillian Murphy, and again a Saint Laurent look with a ribbon tie. He's been doing so good this award season. There's no issues here. I love everything about it. What don't you like about this?
There's too much white space.
So if he would have buttoned his jacket, it would be different.
Or
yes, totally.
What if his trousers were higher?
Or that.
Or the like a
high-waisted.
very high, like a very high waisted trouser.
Yeah.
Especially with where like the ribbon tie is ending at the top. If it was really high waisted above the belly button, that'd be kind of dope.
You
got
exactly what was. The
okay.
issue.
Okay. You win. You win.
I know what I'm talking about.
I like that. Okay, so I'm season 4, Breaking Bad. I'm in season 4. I listened to you guys, and I finally started watching it.
I know, dude.
I'm up at all nights. I'm finally started watching it.
Was this something you guys talked about before?
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
I like the idea of this suit. I love the jacket with the satin ribbon and like the oblique button style on the jacket. The pants are just way too baggy for me, but I like the idea of it.
Would look great on young Mazzino.
It would look great on Young.
Be real. It would look great on me.
Yeah.
My features are much darker than Aaron Paul.
Yes.
I would look.
And a tattoo, and the tattoos on the neck. Yeah. You're right.
Aaron.
You're right.
Oh, that's it.
I think women would look incredible in that too. It's a fantastic suit.
Yes.
Meryl Streep. Put her in
Meryl. Well,
Thank you. So stressed. Wait, no, we have to do the list of things.
List of what things?
The things that we need. Like we said
what guys need for grooming. It's fine.
I can make it very, very, very quick.
Go ahead.
So my absolute essentials that I think every guy needs, they need to exfoliate. Exfoliate your skin, but also because we got an exfoliator that you do a couple of times a week. Have a gentle cleanser that you do the remaining days of the week. Then I think if you can find one that you can tolerate, do an eye cream, and then just really focus on finding a good serum that you can put on in the morning or at night. And on top, I also think, please keep your lips moisturized and hydrated. Nothing is worse than a chapped lip. And trim your nose hairs, ear hairs, and what was my other one?
That was pretty good.
What about?
No, I had one. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No.
What's up, folks? We're falling apart for the
it's
first
fine. Simone, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you so much.
It was lovely.
It was great.
I learned a ton.
Can you tell that I'm like...
I know, you're giddy.
I'm still racking
having
my
an
brain
identity
trying
crisis.
to think of the one thing that I forgot, of course, which is
we'll have you back. We'll do a whole grooming. Look, after the Oscars, we're gonna be like digging for episode ideas. So whenever you want to come back, you're back.
It's been fantastic.
It's been so wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. I remember SPF. Please have an
100%.
SPF, an incredible one.
Every day.
That's amazing. Every day is called Rain or Shine by Jackson Lane in particular. I use it. And by the way, this is completely unisex. I use stuff that's unisex. Most products that I use are completely unisex, and both men and women can use it. And Jackson Lane in particular is an incredible brand that is affordable and...
SPF like face lotion.
Yeah. But it doesn't. But it's not white or sticky or anything. It just blends like a moisturizer, and it's perfect.
Great.
Use that. Thank you.
SPF. Thanks, guys. Thank y'all. Manly things.
Manly things.